Hey pack leaders, this is Hemo, friends around protecting family, protecting the pack. I'm gonna give you guys a thing here to show you how we create notes so that we can copy and paste what we need. So here I needed to use the market type and retrieve it based on the signals, but then I need some parameters from this custom bot. So what I did was I went to my custom bot function right here, down here, let me see here, retrieve custom bot values, and I copy this because it gives me a sample input of what I need in there and then some examples, and this is what I have here. So I copy this comment and I go back to where I need to put it in, which is up here somewhere. Keep going. I probably should minimize some of this stuff, but here it is. This is where I need it. So I paste it there. So then I can go, okay, cool. I need some custom bot variables here. So I'm gonna, and it returns a list. So I know what I need. I need a list. So first I'm gonna clear the list. I'm gonna call it bot settings. And then add list. Okay. And so whenever we create a new function, we're going to be putting an alert to kind of test it. And after we test it, we kind of put a little comment so it's nicely packaged for it to be reused. Now I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So first, this is kind of like how to use it when it's already created, and then I'll give you the other one where I show you how to create your own package here. So we're gonna create a list and make that true. I always make it true because that way we don't have to worry about a list changing and then the space gets shifted. Make sure it's don't delete, and then local. All the time. There will be times where you don't need that, but most of the time it's don't delete. So this is the example here, and all I need is to pull what I need, right? So I do need a bot GUID, which I need to pull from somewhere, and there's a bot GUID somewhere here. So there's a bot GUID is in the value, in the first value here. So I'm just gonna go and pull this bot value down. I didn't break this down because I'm actually just fixing what's already there, but I will probably do that. Okay. And then we're gonna get the list item of that value at index 0 because that's the first number. Okay. Alright, and then we'll always make sure it's local. Okay. And we always copy and paste the variables, never type anything in because you can type it in wrong and get the wrong stuff. So now I can then replace what I need here and remove the parts I don't need. So we need the bot ID. You put curly brackets to kind of turn this into a variable, and then I want to delete everything. And so what I need is actually the map signals. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave what I need, and I kind of put everything in there so that it has. You can just simply delete it and leave what you want. You don't need all that stuff. Okay, cool. And once I hit OK, it's done. Everything is set. So then I can refer back to this if I need it, and I just leave it there. And that's how you use it. Okay. Now, once I am done with this, I normally would test this thing, right? And you can test it by creating an alert. And then you would kind of bring that in, get RI. right? So I can test this thing, and then you enter your settings. Okay, so it's gonna need user local API. And so you basically set it up so it's nicely neat. So then when someone needs this, they can just copy paste that comment and then use it in a different function. So let me shift enter there. Secret key. Like that. I put a little comment here and the backtest period. And then the parameter variables, I'm going to say it's going to be this. And then I just make up some numbers for the stuff. So I'm just going to grab some numbers here. Let's go with that. Okay. And the type will be price change to sell. Fill number would be nothing. I like to put fillers so that, you know, instead of leaving it blank, so that it's easier to see. And then the value of, let's see, 1. Let's make it 12. I don't know. Alright, so then once that's done, I can then go ahead and test it and see what happens. And see if it runs or not, whatever. But then once I get it working, then what I can see, so I back tested it and I got negative 53 ROI. Okay, so it seems to be working now, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this once it's working, and I'm going to create a comment here. Now this is an old version where I actually have multiple parameters. I normally would just put it into one parameter. Let's kind of do that real quick, just get it there, and then I'll describe what each parameter does. Okay. So put user, and I'll put 01, local API, 1, secret key, 2, backtest period, and then parameter variable, and that index will be .gid, 1, type, 2, field number, 3, value, oh, and then I have more. I'm just gonna copy this. This could be a list, so it doesn't have to be this, but I'll just go ahead and put that in there. Just so I can see an example of what it looks like. 2, 3, and I put returns. And just if it's just one thing, I just put 0. Otherwise, if it's a list that returns ROI. And I think this should be okay. Yeah, there you go. So then I can then copy and paste this, and I know what this means here. I can look at it. Okay, okay, user means to enter this 3. Next one, variable this, parameter value, and return ROI. Okay, but remember, I stopped using 3 parameters. I just put 1 that says enter inputs. And then I could just put one long thing and grow this as many as possible, because if you enter these parameters and they change over time, or you want to add a 4th one, you have to change it everywhere else. So I just make one long list now and just squeeze everything into that as commas limited to make each line as a common limited list, and then break those out separately. Okay, and this is how I did things before I learned how to do it in a sense I thought was a better way. Okay, so now it's good. So now I can copy and paste this somewhere else, and I know exactly how to use this function and what I'm supposed to get. Okay, so please make sure you stick to the standard and keep it that way. Okay, thanks.